Welcome to the Intern Whisperer Live, the show all about internships and how to survive them. This is Val.
This is Isabella.
And this is Jerron.
On our show this evening is one spectacular guest, Claudia Bucaro. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Is the strategic account manager with Affiliate Manager, one of Intern Pursuit's employers. And also, just as a quick reminder to our listeners, you can now call us live on air. The phone number for that is 407-582-2906. And you can also chat with us online through the Intern Pursuit's Facebook live chat.
Also coming up this episode of Intern Whisperer Live, we're going to be talking about affiliate marketing. Hashtag what I learned as an employer stories from our guest is Claudia. Talking today from both of us.
Yeah, very difficult.
Internship stories, great leaders, and innovation in marketing.
So how can people find us? I'm going to do this really fast because I was amazing, Jerron, and also Val last week. So you can find Pivot, Intern Pursuit Game on Facebook. You can find us on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram. You can find us also and listen to us live on mixlr.com/Valencia College Radio. See, now you have me doing it too. Right. And you can also follow Intern Pursuit that way. Then you'll get live updates as to when we are going live on these Wednesday nights. You can watch us live on Facebook, Intern Pursuit, and then make sure that you like us and follow us. We enjoy having our likes. I want to say hi to Darlene. Thank you, Aunt Darlene, for being on the show.
Coming in so fast as well.
I know. She was like pressed the button, she was there. Right on it. And we have, again, that exciting news that people can listen and call in. So I'm hoping that we're going to have a really just a deluge of calls for Claudia, anybody that wants to know about affiliate marketing, because she had to leave a meeting with her company to be able to come here and be with us. So, I don't know if they're going to be able to call in, but I sure hope so.
But before we start the show, let's talk about our first sponsor, Florida Patient Association. Florida Patient Association, whose mission is to bring support and services to patients in the state of Florida. If you have not received the help and support you need from an injury in the healthcare industry, contact Florida Patients Association for guidance on your rights. Thank you, Florida Patient Association, for sponsoring the Intern Whisperer Live.
Okay, so Claudia Bucaro is the Strategic Account Manager with Affiliate Manager. And she's also, Affiliate Manager is an Intern Pursuit client. So I'm really excited about that. She's also one of our sponsors. We've been promoting Affiliate Manager. Welcome, Claudia.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, and so am I. I've been looking forward to this for a little while. So here we talk about internships and college experiences, and what's always interesting is we've had a lot of international students, and I know you are bilingual there. I don't know if you're multilingual, but I know you speak Spanish.
Definitely Spanish and English.
Okay, good. So where did you go to school? What was your major? And good stuff like that.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm originally from Guatemala, and I actually went to school to the Francisco Marroquin University. Wow. And I major in marketing. So that's my major. And yes, I went to school in Guatemala.
I'm interested in knowing if marketing is taught differently, and it's a different time, than it is in the United States. Now, that wasn't even a question I gave you. So
don't worry about it. Actually, that's a really good question, because I think there's certain industries where, for example, if I'm a lawyer, right, and I go to law school in Guatemala, once I come here, I have to start all over.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the fact that marketing just has certain basic principles. And of course, the way we're doing marketing has completely changed. But I love the fact that it's one of those
the 4 Ps of marketing, right?
Yes, being able to market to people, you have the basic principles, and you can build up from there how you're going to approach the different markets. But I think that I'm grateful that I picked that specific career.
Right, because just about, I can't think of a business that doesn't need marketing. It's kind of like bookkeeping. Everybody needs somebody to do the books. Everybody needs marketing and sales, so you can kind of skate by with some of the other stuff where you don't need it, but if you're going to have any kind of a business, you have to have that.
Absolutely, yes.
I agree. So, why did you choose marketing?
That's a good question. I think I've always felt passionate about sharing with people and being able to, for example, I remember when I was young, I will go watch a movie, and if I liked it, I will be the one, it's like word of mouth. Mm-hmm. And now it's, that was pretty much, I felt that was one of my strengths. So I remember meeting with my counselor and finding out that there was certain things that I had in all the different, tests that they give you, and that my personality, alongside with some of the things that I had as strengths, definitely match that career specifically.
Yeah,
and like I said, I don't regret it because I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. These guys across from me, they're going, okay, they've decided on their major, and actually Val even changed his major. They're going to talk about that, I'm sure, in a minute here. But one of the things that you and I know, because we've already been that route, when I was trying to pick my degree, originally it was going to be criminal justice, and I started
Interesting.
that. Yeah, and then I started thinking about it, and people would say, I was looking up, okay, what jobs can you do it? And I went, prison or working with juvenile delinquents, and I don't know if I shared this with you guys or not.
Well, pick your fancy, I guess.
Yeah, and I was going, okay, this doesn't look like the environment I want to work in, and I went, okay, well, I'm going to have to pick a different field. And then I was thinking law, and I went, okay, I worked with some lawyers, and I went, I don't think I want to do that. It's very stressful. They have so many billable hours they have to do. And so then I went, well, what do I like to do? Like what you're talking about. And I went, I like to read, I like to research, I like to write. So I chose my major, and it was English. And I went, I have no idea what I can do with that. But I was choosing to study something that I felt like I would like. I went the path of teaching in the public school system, and then never in a million years did I think I'd be owning my own business or doing the things that I do now. But writing is an element that's used in every aspect of business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys will probably have some questions too, because they are both in that marketing arena here, certainly in the radio.
I'm in advertising.
More him. Yeah.
Yeah, advertising. But I mean radio.
Yeah. Marketing is involved in any aspect of your life. So, from relationships to getting a job.
Yes, it is.
You need to market yourself.
Yeah. And that's kind of funny, because that brings us back to the word sales, because sales falls into marketing as, one of the hand-in-hand things. And people will say, I don't ever want to be in sales. And I said, really? Because you are always selling something. And I think you need to reframe what your definition of sales means, because sales is not that negative definition. Sales is about a relationship.
Correct.
Sales is about, do I want to do business with this person in marketing? Yeah.
You mentioned something, and I know that a lot of people looking for internships are listening to this show. I think, and I do have an 18-year-old daughter.
I've met her daughter.
So I know, and I mentor a lot of her friends as well, so I know it's one of those seasons where you have to decide, and the first thing that people tend to do is like, what's going to give me money? Like what are the trending careers that I can make money? But by experience and by what I've been able to see, and even, working with interns now, is the fact that you have to find what you're good at, what you're passionate about, that you're going to put your heart and soul. It doesn't matter if it's the one career that maybe seems as if it's not going to give you money, but if you're passionate about it, you're good at it, you have a greater possibility of success, as opposed to just pick something just because it's a trending career and your heart is not there. So
that is so true.
That is something that I definitely think that people have to take into consideration for sure.
Because a lot of times people don't know what their gifts are. They may not recognize that they either like to serve, like in hospitality, and they may not know that they enjoy talking or get their energy from being around people. These two guys are very, they get a lot of energy from being around people, so that's why they're really good on the show, I think. And they play off of each other very well.
Yeah, and it's also interesting that you mentioned like what you're going to like, because I was originally a marketing major. That was like what I thought I was going to do, was just go into marketing. But then I realized that like I had to go through all these business courses, and I was like, I don't know if business is for me. I just wasn't enjoying what I was learning like directly. As I was enjoying some of them, but some of them I didn't feel like I melded well, I guess, with like the material that was presented to me. So I ended up just going, I'm going to take advertising classes, and I really liked them. And that just kind of was like, I had no idea what I really liked until you actually start doing them. And I guess advertising and marketing are close.
They go hand in
Yeah.
hand.
They go
but
hand in
still-
hand. They're not the
Yes.
same thing,
Yeah.
but they're definitely are related. And I don't know, you just end up finding what you think is better for you, whether it's even just how well you fit in with.
Yeah, 'cause
But
as
the
a person
curriculum.
who was sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
as a
fine.
person who was like a business major as well, I realized that I thrive off the more creative aspects. So that's why I changed mine to radio, television production, just because I am more of a creative person rather than handling the business side of things. But I also, of course, know that business is an important thing to know just for either you getting a job or if you want to launch your own business. So that's why I have a business minor, so I can still try to balance that out the best I can.
That's good.
And I think that's why we're in the same boat, is because both of us were like, we want to be more creative. Let's figure
Yeah.
out like more avenues where we can
But
go
still,
down
let's learn how to
creative
sell
routes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
that's
money doing
good.
it.
Yeah, because people will initially. I agree. They try to choose a career based on money. That's the biggest mistake ever. You should never choose that. So, how long have you been in the marketing industry?
I think that's gonna give you my. Am I gonna give away my age?
You could have been starting at 5 because you could have had a lemonade stand and you were marketing that. So we'll go with
definitely, definitely. You know, I've always worked either. I did started with some sales and then ended up with just the marketing aspect of it. I've worked in the marketing industry for the past 20 years.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen a lot of changes in those 20 years?
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's interesting because one of the things that I know we're going to be talking a little bit about affiliate marketing specifically, but I think that the behavior for people when they are buying and the amount of information that they have when making that decision has shifted dramatically now with the internet and everything that's available. So even though, yes, I went to school for marketing, I had to adjust everything to online marketing. You know, affiliate marketing is just one specific channel, but I think that more and more budgets within great companies are going towards online marketing as opposed to the other channels, and it's super interesting to see how things have completely shifted.
Right.
Before it was more like, you know, I'm the big store, this is what I have, and guess what, this is the best price ever. And then I will ask my neighbor and she would say, yes, you know, I got those shoes there, okay, let's go ahead and go to the mall and get them. And there was no way they could really have access to if it was actually the best sale in town or whatnot. Now people have access to all kinds of information, so they are empowered. And it's a good thing, but at the same time, you know, they become kind of divas. Like, no, I want the best price. I want a coupon. I want a rebate. I want a cashback. I want this. I want that.
I want it all.
They're
I
spoiled
want it
now.
all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, sometimes, you know, when you're on the other side, you're kind of, you know, trying to work it out so that, you know, the needs of the user are met. But when you think about yourself and how are you buying your stuff, you realize, yes, we have all become kind of that way just because of the amount of information that is available.
Yeah, but you know, in my business classes, I had my MBA courses. We said there's basically 2 kinds of shoppers: ones that shop for price, and then there's, which is a Walmart shopper, and then there's those that shop by reputation or the value, the perceived value, right, of what it is. It makes them feel important. So if that's the case, if I wanted to go to Neiman Marcus versus Walmart, I'm choosing, you know, 2 different types of experience. It could be the same product.
But it's the
I could
brand
get it
name.
for 89 cents at Walmart, but if I go to Neiman Marcus, it might be $20, same product. So it depends on what you're looking for as the shopper. Do you think that's consistent? Because I kind of do.
Yes and no. I think that that's why it's so important to know exactly who your audience is, and that's where the marketing comes in. You know, you have to understand, you know, who is the person that's buying your products, you know, what exactly they're looking for, because sometimes, you know, I can be buying shoes, but I'm buying prestige. I'm not buying the shoes itself. I have 25,000 pairs of shoes, and what I'm buying is the fact that
It's
you know,
some
the
designer
people,
name,
exactly.
right?
So it all depends, and that's why it's fascinating when you kind of dive into this online marketing world, because you have all these different possibilities. You can get so much more information about the people that are buying from you that before you didn't have. You kind of have to like kind of shoot all over and see who was going to buy. Now you have all this technology that gives you all this information, and now you can make a strategy that's very on point just because you have access to that. So both ways, I think that it has changed, it has shifted, and whoever gets the opportunity to understand it and leverage that is whoever's being successful at it.
Right, right. So if I want to go buy the BMW, I can still shop around online to find which dealership might have the best value on the model I'm looking for.
Well, how do you feel like these massive online marketplaces like Amazon and different things like that have affected you personally, like your business personally? Do you think that's mattered at all to you, like in terms of creating a store?
Yes and no, and I would like to speak a little bit more into what specifically affiliate marketing is.
Yeah, please,
I think we should go there.
Yeah, we should go there and then come back to what I'm asking.
Yeah. And that question is a better question. So what is affiliate marketing
Okay.
manager? We know what that is. And then you can give a little history about that, because I know Mike and Karen are awesome. And I usually share that, a little history about Mike too. But what is affiliate manager and affiliate marketing in 5-year-old language? Super simple.
All right, perfect. So the best way I can describe, first off, you have to think about we are in the side of marketing that's called performance-based, okay? So everything has to do with whether or not a sale happens. That's important to understand. Either a sale or a lead, depending on what exactly we're looking for. But basically, a merchant is whoever has a product or a service. That's the person that's going to run or set up an affiliate program. And then your affiliates is going to be whoever has traffic that is relevant to your product. So you pretty much match them together, and you're able to say, okay, Mr. Affiliate, if you send me traffic and it converts, for every sale I'm going to give you a specific commission. So it's pretty much having online distributors. Each affiliate gets an ID. But the premise here is that there has to be a sale or a conversion in order for them to receive money.
So what's an example of a client of how that would work too?
Okay, perfect example. Let's say you're managing the program for Ripley's, believe it or not, the museums.
Yeah.
So somebody that's writing content about things to do in New York, things to do in Orlando, they can say, hey, Ripley's has a new exhibit or something, and writes content, goes there, takes pictures and everything, and they sign up for an affiliate program. So they will go and they will post that on their website, and anybody that clicks there, we're going to know that it's coming from them. So if the people buy the tickets, I'm able to actually give them
So if they had an exhibit of Donald Trump, we'll use that one. Okay, I see. Yeah. Well, Ripley's, believe it or not, they have a wax museum and stuff in there too. Yeah.
Okay.
They have some things.
I've been there. That's
true. I'll just use that because he's orange. So anyway, we'll pick something else. Yeah. His whatever. Yeah. So they could put him in there, and anybody that's buying these tickets that wants to come and see this exhibit, we would know if it came from D.C. and Boston, California.
We will know the affiliate. So each affiliate has an ID. So, but the secret, not the secret here, the way we track everything is through that affiliate ID.
So I think I might know an example of this. I've heard of this in context of YouTubers, how they'll be like, oh, if you buy this through my link in below, you can get it, through my personal link. So then you'll go and they'll buy it, and it's coming from that specific source because
correct.
It's from that YouTuber's
and
link,
once
basically.
they buy, that YouTuber gets a commission.
A portion of the proceeds or whatever.
Now, the secret here is making sure that you put it, whether it's on social media, on a newsletter, on a blog, or there's also different types of affiliates. But once you click, that's how we can track. And there's networks where we track everything. So that's why you set up your affiliate program, and people know that they can go there, sign up for the program, and then get their ID. Because the affiliate link is going to be the secret in order to be able to track, if that makes sense.
Are you more interested in who is selling the products or who is buying the products? Like when you're trying to set up this type of situation?
Or both.
Or, yeah, or both. Like what is your ultimate goal to learn?
So obviously, bottom line is making sales, right? But there's going to be different KPIs that our merchant gives us. For example,
You might have to explain KPIs for any of our listeners.
Okay.
They don't always know our
key
acronym.
performance indicators.
There
So,
you
for
go.
example, somebody that's brand new, they say, you know what? We want affiliates that have tons of, that are influencers, that have a lot of people that are following them, because we want to establish the brand. So, yes, sales are important, but they also want to make sure that the name is out there and they're side to side, so to speak, with some of the brands that are recognized. On the other hand, you have the people that are already established and they want to increase their sales. So this affiliate world is really fascinating because I gave you one example of the type of affiliates that you can have, right? People that are writing content. But we have the coupon sites. For example, Retail Me Not is an affiliate, right? You also have the cashback sites, Ebates, for example. You know, people that are giving back. So what they do is they sign up for the programs and they keep, let's say if I give them 10%, they keep 10%, 5% and give the other 5% back. So that's amazing. Then you have the review sites, for example, top 10 reviews. You have somebody that signs up for all 10 possible pet insurance companies, for example. And they write and they compare and they give you like all this different information because people need to know. But it doesn't matter which one they pick, the affiliate is making money because they are part of all the programs, which is brilliant. So there's all these different type of affiliates, and the more the technology advances, you know, these are just like basic ones. Now the more things that are available, it's fascinating to find how people are actually implementing the affiliate world into the way they are reaching out to their, audience or people that follow them and whatnot.
Yeah, so in reality, it goes far beyond influencers. It goes to basically tons of different channels that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
If you have a way to reach people where they can click something,
it's valuable.
It's valuable. So, for example, I used to have this program where we needed to print something in a church program on Sunday. So they went and printed out a QR code, so people were able to scan it, and it had the affiliate link included. So there's all, like, as long as you can put that affiliate link somewhere, you can do affiliate marketing. And now things have, they continually evolve. We actually have some programs that have the ability just with a code, we can track without the affiliate link. That's a little bit more complex, but it's possible. So it's just beautiful. I think what I really personally like about affiliate marketing is the fact that it's a win-win, right? It's only fair. Like, I'm going to pay you because you're actually sending me the sales. And we've had affiliates that literally started from scratch, from zero, and they just find a way to look for those people that were interested in the product, and they have been able to make a lot of money that way. So it's finding that win-win situation in which I have the perfect product, you have the perfect way to reach out to the people that I need. Let's work together, and we're all winning.
It's finding that balance, essentially.
Correct.
And one of the, a low-tech example that revolves around radio. I'm assuming this is the same, where car salesmen will place out advertisements and they go, mention the radio DJ's name when you come in to get the car and you'll get some type of discount, or they'll get some throw. I mean, that's basically the same thing. It's just there's no technology involved. They're just trying to.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a different channel.
It's proof. It's actually proof, right?
Correct.
That they're doing what what you want.
And
them
if
to
you
do,
think about it, this is pretty much word of mouth powered by technology.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is at the end of the day. But that's what makes it powerful, because if I trust you, you see, if I am talking to somebody that I trust, that I know that, let's say if I'm going to buy a car, I'm not just going to trust my friends, because we're all just going to go, we're going to pick the color and how beautiful it looks, and that's it. Mm-hmm. We don't know anything about how it performs or how long, whatever you need to know about cars, which I don't know a lot. So obviously I will go to somebody that knows about it, and I will trust what they're telling me. And that's pretty much what's happening, being able to find those people that people trust And then they talk about your product. And it's interesting because a lot of them value their audience so much. It's not just, hey, go ahead and promote this product. They want samples. They want to try it. They want to use it. And they won't even post anything until they are sure, because they know they have their audience long term. They want to make sure that whatever they're offering is good. And that's where also, that side of the business comes in for us. We're very selective, I would say, in the type of clients that we take on, because we have all these affiliates that we have a long-term relationship with. So we want to make sure that whatever client we're promoting has the right products, is working really good, and it really will provide a way for them to be successful, if that makes sense.
So what kind of a client is a good client for that?
That's a good question. There's definitely a minimum amount of business and sales that they need to have. The beauty of this is that it's a model that will fit most industries. Mm-hmm. So we don't really have a specific, even though some agencies do it, a specific vertical that we work with. Vertical meaning we're just going to work education, or we're just going to work retail, or we're just going to work this or that. What we do is that we take a look and we make sure that there's a value proposition, that there's, even if they're selling something, there's something that stands out. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a very big brand, but we want to make sure that we're providing something that has innovation, that it's mm-hmm. adding something. It's not just, we have a good price, right? And also we have, there's a lot of ethics involved in affiliate marketing. There's a lot of ways where you could be doing things that you're not supposed to. And that's one of the things that I love about Affiliate Manager. It's just the way, we manage business. It's always with ethics and making sure that we're providing everything that everybody's going to need without doing the black hat, so to speak, strategy. So our CEO is very careful to find out what are the chances of us being successful. So that's another metric. We take a look at the company, where they are, and some of them we sincerely tell them, listen, you're not ready, but come back later. This is what you should look like in order for us to take you as a client. But in terms of products and industries, I think that this model works for anybody, for any product, really.
Very interesting, because we used to think and that's not that long ago, when we used either newspapers, radio, or television to be able to get, or some kind of a print publication, and that was, I think, doing things online is maybe 10, 12 years old.
Yeah, to
I don't know.
A
when
degree
were you guys,
depends on how you use
20.
it. But at this point,
really 20? You think it's that?
I mean, I would say by the time I was alive, technology was starting to become the upswing of
Yeah, but I guess if you're saying constant use for your daily needs, then sure, I'd say
the
last 15 years.
Yeah, the norm maybe in 10, 15.
Yeah.
But it existed.
It's just been this huge boom. And I sit here and I try to think back to how long has it been that we've had computers, and where everything has shifted, because we don't see newspapers as much, and they've had to switch to digital news. We see how people are doing business. It's very, very different, and they all want to do research. What do we have going on right there?
We just got a long message, but I can't see it.
Oh, Darlene. Okay,
I got to pull it over to read it.
Yeah, she says, wow, this is a good subject for me. My husband is a business major and a previous business owner. He and we are in the process of starting a retail store. So hearing about marketing is a great benefit. Good conversation, and Jerron, get ready. We will all need your inputs.
All right.
Yeah, so I think your aunt is in the nursing field, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what does your uncle do?
It's one of those moments where I talk to my aunt so much, I'm like, what are they doing? I haven't heard about this business, or at least I haven't heard about it in a while, so I'm not sure what they're getting ready.
So they've got
it's a surprise to
business.
me, but I'm ready to help out.
Yeah. So you may have a job now.
All right.
Where you're moving back home. But retail. So Darlene, you should tell us what the retail industry is, so we can see if it's one that Claudia knows. Feel free to ask any questions of Claudia too. That's what.
While we're on this subject, feel free to also call us at 407-582-2906.
Yeah, we'd love to have that phone ring. We want to see what that's like. That would be cool. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, it's that transition of everything from print and TV and the regular methods of advertising has so shifted and being able to find it online. And I remember Mike, who is the CEO.
It's our CEO,
Yeah.
correct.
Mike had
Nunez.
said to me, affiliate marketing is all about the number of eyeballs and logos that you have. You want to pull as much attention as you possibly can to your website through that. He said, when I remember first meeting him, the more logos you have, the better it is, because it validates and it builds that reputation for a company. And I just sat there and went, okay, because it was, we're all in Starter Studio down here, and that's how I met you, is because of being in Starter Studio. But Mike used to work for Google, so he pretty much should know what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
He's brilliant.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to, the number of logos, is there any type of limit to how big this can get?
When you are saying logos, are you talking about banners or?
He said logos, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I better go back and ask Mike.
No, that's fine. I think that this is about. I think what he probably was.
Maybe he
trying to
meant for
say.
my business though, because I need school logos.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
School logos
definitely.
and company logos. So get as many as those.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to put
Picture what he was
yes,
meaning. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, I think that also one thing that you have to take into consideration when you think about content creators, influencers, bloggers. This is real estate, right? Like they have certain amount of spaces that they can promote on their newsletters. They have certain amount of space on their landing page. They have certain amount of promotions that they can put on their different categories and whatnot. So we always have to, continue to give and provide value, whether it's going to be a special coupon code or an increased commission or a sample for a review or something that will get their attention so they say, you know what, it's worth promoting your product. So it's this big war out there, and affiliate marketing is one of the channels that's trying to win that space. But I think, again, one of the things I love is that it's fair and it's available to everybody. And once you find that niche and you say, wow, this is a product I should be promoting, you have great opportunity to make money. So, for example, if I'm a brand new mommy blogger and I want to promote Carter's, maybe reaching out to their marketing, they're not going to have a budget for me, but I can always, sign into their affiliate program and go ahead and start promoting. So that's the beauty of it. If you're a small one and you're starting to, create content and everything, you can go to your favorite brands. Most likely they have an affiliate program, and that's how you can start. You don't have to be this super wow big influencer to have access to promote a product that you love or like.
Well, that's good to know. And I think I also have another example of that too, is I've looked at, I create a lot of marketing plans for small businesses.
Okay.
And, when I talk to them, I discuss inbound marketing. And I've looked at like Hootsuite for scheduling and HubSpot and CoSchedule. Some of these companies, I don't know if you know their names or not. Okay. So I've gone down into the footer and they always have affiliate marketing down there. So I never really had thought about that until you've actually said that. And I went, oh, so they have made it easy for me as one business to be able to go in and sign up to partner with them and cross promote, I guess.
Correct. And you never know, we have so many beautiful and powerful stories of people that just decided to, the more niche oriented your content is, I think you find the right product and you can make it. I remember I used to have these shoes that had the effect of walking barefoot.
Were they the ones with the actual toes on them?
They had like
Birkenstock?
this magnets on the bottom of the shoe, but they were really nice.
Magnets.
And there was this person that was blogging about wellness and all this, people that are really into I wish I could just walk barefoot, but I have to wear shoes because it's socially unacceptable to be barefoot. So when we started, we sent her a sample. She started writing about it. She posted on her social media, and it went viral. It went crazy, and she sold a lot of money. So it's one of those things that's why I get excited. That's why I like this industry of like just being able to see how the model and the channel allows people to, really be successful, which
You like watching that growth.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love to see, the big guys getting all the commissions because obviously it's about the bottom line. But I love when we find those people that are just like, we work together. That's another aspect of it. When you have a program that is managed by an agency, and especially us, because we're very relational, this is all about relationships. If I see you have the potential, I will get on the phone with you. I will tell you what's working for others. I will send you banners. I will create a special banner for you. I will create text links for you. I will tell you how to do things. And that's part of it as well. Being able to, help others. And one of the things that I absolutely love about Mike is he always says, our mission is to help people be successful, whether it's our merchant, our affiliate, the people that work with us, the interns, whoever's around us. He always says this saying, I want to be that wave that kind of like elevates and elevates everybody. And he models that as a leader in such an amazing way that it's just very encouraging and motivational. For me personally has been, because I have watched him do that. And so I kind of come behind, running behind him, making sure that I'm providing the same for either my merchants, my affiliates, the people that work with me, anything else.
How long have you been with Affiliate Manager?
5 years now.
Really? And who did you meet? How did you get in there?
That's a good question. Actually, I was working at another company, and then I stopped working there. I was doing some social media marketing, and Mike's sister told me about the position because I knew her personally. So she was the one.
I know, maybe church, I'm going to guess?
Yes. She was part of my church, so she told me about it. So super grateful.
Yeah, and then everything changed. So we're going to go ahead and switch and talk about you've worked with Intern Pursuit, and you've had one set of interns, and now you have a second set of interns that have come in. You've worked with different students from different schools, UCF, Valencia, Rollins, and it's been a different experience, I'm sure, with every student. It should be, because we're all unique and different. So what is it that you have learned from working with students, that you personally, as an employer, have learned, and just as a person?
Yes. Well, first of all, they're young and cool, and it's also always great to be around young people that are super cool. But in all seriousness, I think that the opportunity to have somebody that's so eager to learn, that is something that I love. Being able to work around somebody that just has this craving, that knowledge, and it's doing anything and everything. I think we've been... I'm not going to say lucky, because I know you do your job really well.
Thank you.
In finding the right candidates. But we've just been had really good interns, people that are really interested in learning, and I think that for me that's key. I relate, and I see how it's hard when you have a degree but you don't have the experience. And, I see those resumes come in, and pretty much the experience is like serving tables or, or restaurants, because, you had to go to school, and that's kind of like the jobs that are available. But now you have a degree, and you want to get your, you want to be able to start working in the industry that you went to school for, and it's hard because it's kind of like a catch-22. So that's why the whole concept of internships, I think it's very valuable and powerful. It empowers people. I believe that everybody is created with so much greatness inside of them. And once you find and you tap into that greatness, and you find an industry that you're passionate about, it's great. And even if they don't end up saying, this is the industry I want to work with, I think exposing people to what the options are. Both of you mentioned something. It's one thing to say, I want to do that. But once you start getting hands-on, it's a total different It's a total different experience. So I think the internship allows people to actually say, okay, let me get some hands-on work here. And one of the things I tell them is like, here you're not going to be the intern that's going to be going to Starbucks to get us coffee. Like here you're going to work. And, we're going to train you. I personally, and the whole team actually gets involved in training them. And there's a lot of tasks that, are being given to the interns. And I just love the fact that they help us so much that the interns are like our lifesavers sometimes. And so we all love them because it's like, you're helping me so much. I'm so grateful that you're here. It's not the type of intern that you're like, oh, why are they even here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've seen those kind of experiences when the intern is pretty much just there. We see the opportunity. We value time. I think being able to go and invest your time is so valuable. I don't want to make anybody, just come to waste their time. So we are very intentional about giving them the training. Sometimes we're just going to say, hey, this is the project that we have in front, and this is how you do it. Just do it. And it can be a little bit of that intense, if you want to put it that way. But that's the fun part of it, and people love it. Because at the end of the day, they have a marketable skill. And I think, if we all agree that if you're doing marketing, online marketing is it. And within all that, affiliate marketing is one of the channels that is definitely booming. So regardless of just being exposed to all that, I think that has given the people that have gone through our internships a great tool. And just, for me, it's just a satisfaction to see that they learned something and that they leave happy. Yeah, we're both happy. Again, it's always finding that win-win relationship in which we all win. We win as a company. They win as individuals with the training that we give, and everybody's happy. It's the same model, I think. Of the affiliate. It's not like, you're just coming here and we're not giving you anything in return.
Yeah, it's an investment. It's always an investment.
Correct.
For both people, the intern and also for the other. So what piece of advice would you give a student that's seeking an internship?
Okay, let's see. I would say to look for as many opportunities as possible. I think that there's a lot of internships out there, and that's why I love what you do. Because I've heard both within my family and like I said, I mentor and I talk a lot with young adults that are around the age of my daughter or older, which are her friends. And I know that they kind of feel lost and they don't know that these opportunities are available. And being able to say every single thing that you do as part of your training or your experience is valuable. But if you have the opportunity during, your junior year or senior year to get in an internship as opposed to, working at a restaurant, I definitely recommend that.
And I will tell you, it helps you from saving a job or a career choice that can cost you time and some pain. Yeah, because I've shared the story, I think, privately with the guys. I spent I got an MBA. Well, first English major, no business classes. Got an MBA. And I got a job with the Nature Conservancy, and I was a financial analyst and a grants administrator. And I spent 2 years in it, and I realized I am not a financial analyst. Mm-hmm. I am not. So I looked at it as I learned a certain amount, but it is not the career path I wanted. And if I had had the opportunity to have just an internship, to be able to try that out, the financial side of it, that might have been what you were talking about, Val, because you said there were some classes that you went.
Yeah, I was taking stuff, and it was when you're going in for hands-on. You're doing we have a thing at UCF called QEB, CEB? I don't exactly remember, but basically it's like required business courses where you go to different types of meetings. GEB.
Yes.
You go to different types of business courses and stuff, and I was taking one, and it was during the ad drop week, and I despised it. I was like, this is one of the worst classes I've ever taken, so I dropped out of the class.
But we know some people at UCF love it, so
yeah.
in case you're watching.
Not only that, but I think that, you can even go and have a class that you enjoy, but once you get in the industry and hands-on, you might doing it yourself, you kind of realize, how is that?
Yeah, and I'm not saying anything bad about GEB. Yeah.
I mean, since you mentioned it, just like when I was a business major and I had to do a GEB class, one of the things we had to do, which is where you spoke at one of those seminars.
Yeah, the exchange.
Yeah, the exchange. Those were events you had to go to where you would essentially have different employers come in from the area and just essentially talk about their business and what they do, like what their position is and what their business is all about.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a thought leader forum where you get to hear people share. It's not even just, what they do in work, but it's to expand, the way it was explained to me, is to help you expand a student's horizon.
Right, because they even had a woman just come in and just tell you about an elevator speech. Simple as that.
Yeah.
But it's moments like those where oh, wow, I had never thought about this from learning, like going to this seminar or this or that. So I like the idea of it. But then at the same time, when you actually do get a hands-on, you're like, I liked what this person told me or the story or the way they said it, but you still realize it's not for you.
Yeah, exactly. So. That's what I'm saying. So
but, yeah.
I think that that's the most valuable takeaway of any internship is that you get to try it on, you know, to say, oh, yeah, you know, it's kind of like mama bear, daddy bear, and baby bear. Oh, it's too big. You can go, no, I don't like this at all. It's not what I want to do. Until you get to the baby bear and you go, oh, this is just right. So then we like it. Alrighty, so hashtags. I want to know what hashtags we should be using because we're going to be taking all of this great video that the live show, and it's going to be turning into video. It's going out in all of our social feeds here at Intern Pursuit and Pivot. Affiliate manager, hashtag marketing, hashtag performance, hashtag marketing, and hashtag retail. Those are the ones that we had talked about, right?
Correct, that works.
Awesome. Okay, so
great.
that's for Katrina, who's going to be doing this tonight. She's watches the show, and I always want to make sure I shout those out there. One of the last things we do, and I know we're coming up to the end of our show here, is we talk about leaders that inspired you. It can be living, dead. It can be famous people. It can be people just you know, whoever it is. You can have up to 3. You can have 1. Who are your leaders?
Oh, that's a great question. I have a lot of people that have definitely helped me and that I look up to. I would say first my mother, and she's a mom of 4, and she definitely invested so much in just making sure that we understood that there was, like I said at the beginning, there was greatness inside of us, and that we had to work really hard to make sure that we can share that greatness with others. I think that's key. Because sometimes, you know, you measure success at a certain level, mostly sometimes, you know, within like the material stuff that you can get. But I think once you find that greatness and you're able to actually share it with the world and make a difference, that's when you have been really successful.
Yeah, that one pebble can.
Yes, and she definitely modeled that. You know, she's an amazing leader. I do have my pastors, and I also have Mike, my CEO. Like I said, you know, he knows so much. He's a genius, and he's so humble and models that on the way he runs the company. And then somebody else that I wanted to mention, because you have mentioned this question, it's a pastor. His name is Craig Rochelle, and he leads it's a leadership podcast, actually. He's the lead pastor of a church, Life Church TV. But 10 years ago, they came up with the idea of coming up with the Bible app. And I was reading that they came up with like at the 10-year anniversary, and they have 330 million people downloaded their app.
Wow.
In 1,200 languages, and it's all over the world, and it has all these like reading plans, and it's genius. And not only that, but like I said, you know, they were able to get the innovation and the technology and share it with the world, and now making a difference, a big difference. So that's like, I definitely listen a lot to his podcast, and it's just fascinating to me to see how much they have been able to influence and reach out to people. So I could have definitely more than I have a big list of people that I look up to. But that will be my other piece of advice. Make sure that you always have mentors. Like the mentorship aspect of your life is so important in all areas of your life. You know, have a mentor that inspires you and leads you in the professional aspect, in your family, spiritual, whatever, you know, in any of the aspects of your life. I think that's super important. And then make sure that you have people that you're mentoring. I think you have the people that are giving to you, and then you find to give back. And that's when you find that balance, and you get that satisfaction inside of you, I think.
Yeah, I like to give back. We're going to do a real quick sponsor break, and it is Affiliate Manager, so go.
All right. Affiliate Manager offers a complete management service that covers all aspects of developing and optimizing an affiliate program. Not only do we provide expertise, identify high potential opportunities, and execute campaigns to maximize performance, we make it a point to require minimum work for our merchant partners. You can reach them at affiliatemanager.com. Thank you, Affiliate Manager, for sponsoring the Intern Whisper Live.
Val, you are hired.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so I want to say thank you to Valencia College again for letting us be in the studio. We love being in here. Thank you to Q. I want to thank Jerron and also Val and Darlene and Cynthia. Thank you, ladies, for always being faithful listeners. I want to thank our guest also, Claudia, and the employer for, in this case, Mike and Karen, for allowing her to be here. Anyway, those are all the things that I am thankful for. Go.
Just thank you to all of our listeners. Thank you for coming. You were a great guest. It was fun as always.
A fantastic guest.
Yeah, you were amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
And as always, thank you to Isabel for having us.
And of course, thank you, Isabel, and of course, thank you, Aunt Darlene, for being there the minute we went live. So,
Oh, yeah, and Uncle Nelson says hello.
okay, great. He's watching
Okay,
today as well.
he's watching
Awesome.
the show too. Yay. And Claudia, who do you want to give a shout out to?
Okay, my team, I think we call ourselves a tribe. Affiliate manager is a tribe, and we definitely love to work together, Karen and Mike, and the opportunity that they're giving a lot of people, not only as employees, but now with the interns. I personally love the intern.
Well, say hello
program.
to Damien and Diego.
Yes,
Those are the two
those
interns
are
right now.
my
Valencia
two. Yes.
and Rollins.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so people can find us on Facebook, Twitter, listen to us on MixLR, and we're going to be closing up.
Yeah.
Awesome. So take it away.
This has been Val.
This is Jerron.
This is Isabella.
Oh, did I miss it?
And Claudia Bucaro.
Very good. Okay.
And thank you for listening to the Intern Whisperer Live. We'll see you next week.